Yo, let me tell y'all something. Y'all athletes, actors, rappers, musicians, this is the worst time ever to be an American. I've never seen a time like this in my life, And when I say, you know, I'm talking about the black actors, the black actresses, the black, professionals. I mean, how can you call yourself a black African American and still support Trump? You black Republicans, how can you sit here and call yourself a Republican and support Trump? After what this man did, like he'll do stuff and then hide his hand, you know? And this is the worst, because you're the president. You can't hide your hand after you threw a rock. You can't hide your hand after you made a mistake, because it's out there for the world to see. And Trump gotta be the worst president I ever seen in my life. Ever. Ever. I've never seen a president like this. A dysfunctional, idiotic, self-absorbed, arrogant. You could think of a million things to say, and sometimes you get speechless because you can't believe that you're talking about a sitting president. Not for somebody that's out of the office, a sitting president. Like, after he posted this post about the Obamas, like, I've been done with the dude, but I was done with him after he posted what he posted about, the actor and actress couple that got, murdered by their son, Rob Reiner. When he posted that, I was done with him then. Because at the end of the day, this man got 4 years in his office, 3 years left. But he's our president for better, for worse. And you can do nothing but make your life miserable if at some point you just say, hey, I gotta support him. It is what it is. Just hope and pray that he do great things while he in here, and he, get his head on straight and start making some good choices, because his choices affect us as Americans. His choices affect the world as a whole, and you got to pray for him. Me and my wife prayed for this president, man. But this dude is idiotic, racist, everything that you can name, the worst character you can name as a sitting president. Not somebody that's out of office. This dude is in office, and he's the worst. He's the worst. Now let me run this by y'all. Let Obama have done just 1% of the things that he did while he was the sitting president. By now, they be running him out of office. They be impeaching him. But how many times you heard of impeachment since this man been in office? And what has been done? And these Republicans ought to be ashamed of themselves to stand by and support this dude. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Like, this dude is like, he's like lower than manure on your shoe. The worst of the worst. But he's our president. And I know you gotta support him, because he is who he is at the end of the day. But you don't have to go along with everything he does. Like, you could make him stand on it. Like, oh man, I'm trying to park and get some gas and navigate this. But yeah, man, I just can't understand it for the life of me. Like, this dude is the worst. How could you not call him the worst? Tell me somebody that's worse than him. I'm talking about, look at the Epstein papers. How Everything in this thing was redacted, and this was his buddy. He stood with this man, partied with this man. Now he don't know him. Never been there. I don't know. He's the word. Nah. Come on, man. Stevie Wonder can see that this dude is trash. The worst kind of human being, you could ever think about voting for. And to imagine, this dude got in office twice. Twice. Not one time was this mistake made, but twice. And he got 3 more years. Look what he did in the 1 year. He got 3 more years at this. Can you imagine where we're going to be when this man walks out of office? Where we're going to be as a country? What our allies going to think of us after he get done. After he get done. Like, I'm horrified to look down the road to what's going to happen. What's going to happen? China already talking about, we got one time to come at them. They got bombs that can reach us. Look at this clip. I'm gonna put this clip on here. Check this out. Watch this for a second. You see what China said? They ain't taking our shit. They lighten us up because of Trump. When you ever heard China talk like that? Even if they did think like that about us, when you ever heard them talk like that? When you ever heard them lead with that narrative about us? About they'll blow us off the face of the map. You never heard this. You never heard this from China. But we're hearing it now. We're hearing it now. And we living in some scary times, man. We got the devil at the wheel. And this dude liable to do anything, man. He don't care. He do things and think about it later and try to retract them. This dude is the worst, man. He's the worst. When I saw that post about the bombers, man, I was horrified that this is our sitting president that posts this. So what you think how the people outside gonna act when you lead with that? The president, they have no reason to do better because look what the sitting president is doing. Check the temperature, the racial temperature. It's at an all-time high. To make America great again, what y'all thought that meant? It's make America white again. That's what that meant. That's what that man led with. And that's his narrative. I feel like, those that put him in office, man, y'all got the blood on your hands for putting this man in office, man. Y'all got the blood on your hands. Y'all created this monster. Y'all put him back in there a second time. He's a snake oil salesman. He gonna say the things that that you want to hear. He gonna massage those insecurities in the back of your mind. That's what he does. He wasn't a good businessman. So how you think he's gonna make a good president? Yo, I'm just taken back by it all. I'm not surprised because of all the stuff he done led up to this. But just to come out blatantly and post a video like that about the Obamas, and then to try to hide it and blame it on somebody else, and then say, oh, it was a play on The Lion King. News alert. Wasn't no monkeys in The Lion King. Wasn't no apes in The Lion King. So where that come from? Show me. Show me in The Lion King where it is. People that's, got his back. Y'all out there that got his back, show me in The Lion King where there was apes and primates. It wasn't none. But they sure created it. They went out their way to create this. Somebody Somebody made this. Trump didn't make this. Somebody made this and sent it to Trump, and he posted it. That's the crazy thing about it. He thought this was cute. He thought this was funny to present an ex-president and his wife as monkeys. Damn. How far we have fallen from where we once was. Martin Luther King is rolling over in his grave, man. And all the people that have died in the fight to get us this far, for a president to do this. You're the worst, man. You're the worst president ever. You should just walk away, dude. Walk away from that office. I don't see what Vance can do. Cause you ain't doing the damn thing. You only creating more bad vibes and doing more dysfunction. You taking care of the rich and you just like leveling on the poor. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. But if you're a black actor, black actress, black Republican, whoever in them office, whoever get invited to that White House, you rubbing elbows with Trump, man. This is what he think about you. How you go to sleep at night. And you can, you know, give him excuse. You're gonna turn a blind eye to it. That means you sold your soul. You're a bootlicker. You're an ass kisser. You ain't got no soul. But y'all let me know. I'm out. Peace.